Hello. Human beings have achieved incredible things. Like we have looked into black holes, sent rovers on planets. We have cured some deadly diseases like coronavirus recent, and discovered tiny structure of atoms. Science can split particles, map galaxies, and even change the code of life through genetics. But still, one of the biggest mystery remains: what is consciousness that we still not able to explain? Where do our thoughts, feelings, and awareness comes? So, even today, there is no perfect scientific explanation. There are regarding consciousness. There are two main beliefs that exist. One says consciousness is a basic part of universe. This is called panpsychism. The other says it comes only from the complex process in the brain. This is materialistic view or neural view. So mostly these two ideas is and all the theories that comes surrounding an explanation regarding consciousness that comes surrounding these two beliefs. So between these two ideas, one of the greatest questions science have faced, that is consciousness. So today in this video, I will talk about panpsychism, explanation for consciousness. So let's understand first what is panpsychism. If general definition, panpsychism says consciousness is not something that magically appears in humans or animals. It's a basic feature of everything in the universe, just like mass and energy. Imagine just like consciousness as a dim light that's always been there. We're just experiencing it. In a rock, in the light barely glowing, no thoughts, no feeling, just the thinnest spark of awareness. In a planet, it's a little brighter, some sensing of sunlight, water, or surrounding. In human, it's like stadium floodlight. These thoughts, emotions, imaginations. So, why people think it makes sense? कि panpsychism work. Science tells us matter is made of same building blocks everywhere. Atoms, electrons, it's all of the same particles that create our existence. From the same stardust, we came into existence, planet, galaxies, and humans. At the end, at the fundamental level, we are same atom. If we have consciousness and we are made of these building blocks, maybe the thinnest seeds of consciousness are in those building blocks too. It means the fundamental particle from that we made of, they are also conscious. This way, you don't need to a specialized switch that suddenly turns matter into minds. It was there in a small way from the start that we are experiencing. So, just like I will give some daily life example, like flavor in cooking. Even if the first ingredient has only hint of taste, combining enough and cook it well, you get a richer flavor. Similarly, we can say like a pixel in a screen. Each pixel can only show a teeny dot of color, but put millions together and you get a full picture. Similarly, if we look like a Lego blocks or bricks, each brick is a simple, but combining enough and you can build something incredibly complex. So, main concept comes, that is my energy principle through which I am researching, and my research is also somewhere related or comes around near panpsychism, which explain or which supports the belief of panpsychism. So I am explaining my energy principles. Instead of just saying everything has consciousness, I will try to explain how it works. What is the mechanism behind it? My research is mostly focused on the mechanism of consciousness by testing consciousness as a form of energy. So the conscious energy that my model incorporates is self-intelligent and exists everywhere in the universe. When it is stabilized, its form of physical energy, the matter and forces we see around us, the physical nature. When it's unstable or dynamic, it follows, interacts, and organizes into higher form of intelligence, plants, animals, and just like we humans. Simply. So, a simple way to picture it: panpsychism V, consciousness is like a dim light inside every atom, teeny by itself, but everywhere. According to my principle, the light is not everywhere, it's part of universal energy system. In a rock, the conscious energy is in a stable state, quiet state, like a candle that barely flicks. In a human brain, conscious energy is highly active and organized, like a powerful laser. The difference comes from how the energy is arranged and how much of its potential is in use, through which energy mechanism and energy flow dynamics goes on surrounding. And all the principle, all the energy interaction shapes the reality around us. So latest some research happening in this field. It's like people are working on some quantum physics, try to correlate with quantum physics and the panpsychism concept, because quantum realities also suggest and gives the beliefs related to everything from the fundamental level is energy. Some researchers thinks quantum entanglement might explain how tiny sparks joins into a single minds, like notes blending into a song. Other physics subseparate. Others are trying to measure mental properties in a matter, bringing the idea closer to science. If see worldwide, there is a shift going on. People are initially, when panpsychism idea came, people not believing it. People somehow, some hit or after around 90s, it goes, the idea got filled up. But at the same time, the idea is in boom. Too much research going on, too much idea sharing going on, too much theories are coming on based on panpsychism theories. They are supporting it. So some environmental thinkers are linking it to seeing the planets are alive and worthy of care. Some brain experiments, some speculates the brain may use quantum effects to synchronize the thoughts, like cosmic orchestra tuning itself. I will put some research paper in the description. You can go through it. You can get more idea behind it. So in short, panpsychism is a moving from mystical sounding philosophy towards testable science, aiming to show that consciousness might be woven into the fabric of universe itself. So at the end I will say, panpsychism challenges us to rethink everything we know about life, matter and mind. If consciousness is not limited to humans but woven into the fabric of reality itself, then the boundary between us and the world begins to dissolve. Every atom, every star, every breath you take could be part of vast living tapestry, and one that has always been aware. So consciousness is just not came from the suddenly any neural process. It always be there surrounding us. We are just experiencing through it our neural processes. If everything is consciousness, then the universe is not just out there. It's here, looking back at itself through you. So just think about it and think how panpsychism is creating a impact in consciousness. Thank you.